are you?
I'm good. You look so good, girl.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Girl, you look good, girl. You look good, girl. I don't know though. You look like you might be glowing a little bit. You might be
um, yeah, it's these lights. Definitely the lights.
none but the lights.
A little bit of ponds.
I know that's right. I know that's right. You look good though. You look good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good. And the kids are good.
Yeah.
The kids are good. That's good. Well, I'm excited. Thank you for coming on. I'm excited.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to talk about um basically the hands that women are sometimes dealt, like, and the truth behind it. This is like nothing but realness, real, raw, like cut, dry. It is what it is. This is what it is. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times women, we tend to sugarcoat things because we want to hide behind it. We don't want nobody to see the tears. We don't want nobody to see the frustration. They don't see everything that's done and how we feel and the emotions and everything behind the scenes. All they see is how gorgeous you look right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like they just see the forefront of the after effects. And then they also don't see, because even though I may look how I'm looking right now, I still may be going through something even right now, even though I look as gorgeous as I'm looking. You know what I mean? So we're gonna just talk about how to deal with that and how to overcome that. So we want to encourage the women. We want to uplift them. We want to just let them know, like, you are not the only one that's basically being dealt these hands, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But what do we do with the hand that we're dealt? How do we come from it? So first I'm gonna turn it over to you, and then you can just, give us some background of who you are, and then you can go right into the hand, whatever hand that you were dealt. It can, however you're led. It's, and the floor is on you.
Sure. So I'm Katrice, and I'm a mother of four. My oldest is 17, and my youngest is 3. Um, I am divorced in a new relationship now. We have recently relocated to, well, close to Charlotte, away from everyone. So I don't really have like much of a support system here.
Hmm.
It's just us. But we're handling it very well. Um, I have a new addition to my house. Little Chimere is my grandbaby in heart. Long story.
Whole nother story.
Whole other episode.
Right.
um, but yeah, I don't know what else. That's me.
That's all about you. Okay, that's good. Okay. So you said that you are recently divorced. How long were you married?
I was married for 3 years.
Hmm.
3 years.
3 years. And then were you guys dating before you got married? Like, how long were you guys together?
We were together a total of, I want to say, 7 years.
Hmm.
We dated, well, no, maybe 6 years. Yeah, we
6 years.
dated for about 2 years before we got engaged, and then a year. We did a year, and then we were married for 3 years. So
Got you,
yeah,
got you. Okay, okay. And now you're divorced. How long have you been divorced?
since legally,
Yeah, legally.
since 20, since 2020.
2020.
Well,
Okay.
actually 2019, the end of 2019.
Okay. 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 Awesome. So now, um, is your ex-husband, Now ex-husband. Is your ex-husband like really in the picture? How is y'all's do y'all get along? Do you not get along? Do you co-parents? Like how is that working?
Um, no, 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 and
No to all the above? Really?
no. He tries. Well, see, Jaden and Mackenzie are what 11 and 9.
Hmm.
So, and they have their own phones, so they can call him. But when I try to reach out, like if I need something important, if it's something important, it's I don't even have that man's phone number. It's like through Messenger.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. So it's real
yeah.
like, yeah, you stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here. We're gonna just keep our distance. Wow. Wow. Okay. And so now on the flip side, with so you have four kids, right? So you have four kids, your oldest is 17. So you have four kids. So how old were you? Your oldest is 17. How old were you when you had him?
I was 20.
20. Okay. Okay. So that's not
A
bad.
week
Yeah.
before my 21st birthday. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So now I know you said that you don't have a support system. So, do you not have relatives around, mom, dad, like none of that is around?
No. I have an aunt that's around, but she lives about maybe Mary lives about 20 minutes from me.
Okay.
She helps well she doesn't babysit, but like if I need something, like if I need her to pick somebody up from school, she will. She's
Okay.
willing. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
Okay. 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 Um, and so I know that um so you don't have, so basically your hands, to sum it up, your hand, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. The hand that you were dealt is basically you are in a new city with just you and your four kids. You're a single parent with no help from dad or relatives, as well as now, do you work?
Mhm.
You work from
I do work.
home? Are you
Work from
entrepreneur?
home. Both. I
Okay,
work from home and I'm an entrepreneur, so
busy.
I'm very busy. Very busy.
Okay, got you.
And
Okay,
I do want to add that Corey, my youngest, her dad is very active, and he lives maybe 20 minutes away. But he does pick her up, and he does everything a father is supposed to do.
got you. Okay, so your ex-husband and your youngest child's father is not the same person.
Right.
Got you. Okay, got you. Okay, so one doing what they're supposed to do, another one ain't doing jack. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So to finish off your hand that you were dealt. So so we said that you don't have any help. You're in a new city. You are a single mother. Um, you don't have your parents. You don't have relatives except one aunt that may help when needed. Um, and you work. So basically your plate is full and you were just dealt a hand of basically doing it all by yourself. Like the hand that you were dealt is I'm in this thing by myself,
Yep.
basically. Okay,
Correct.
so how do you manage that? What do you like how do you juggle that? What are you doing with that? Like, how do you? Because a lot of women, when they're like, I'm in this by myself, you can kind of feel that grind that they have, and you can kind of feel that independency. But then you have some who they're kind of like soaking in, like almost like a pity party. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Right.
in this by myself. Like, I don't have no help. I don't know what to do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it from this to this. So how do you do it?
Um, I really take it one day at a time.
Absolutely.
Um, I'm a mixture of both. Some days it's a full on pity party. Some
Mhm.
days I'm like, I got this. Some days I run away. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
it's a mixture of everything. Like
Like, I'm not being a mother today. I'm not being nothing right now. Like, I'm not going to work. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just gonna run.
I'm gone.
Okay.
Here's some food for DoorDash. I'm out. That's what I do.
Got you.
It works. And the kids, it's crazy because um my oldest, he was like, yes, last night actually, he was like, I know how to change Pampers because when you would leave, I had to change Corey. I'm like, I'm glad you know. Glad you know.
I'm teaching you early. See I was
Exactly.
preparing you for life.
Sharing you.
Right.
Exactly.
So you were dealt this hand. So now how are you playing this hand? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, we play spades like it ain't nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like smack on them, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like so like
Exactly.
how right. So, but it's easy to play a hand when you got, eight spades, two hearts, and one club, no diamonds. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
And then
It looked like you
yeah,
got
right.
a whole handful of hearts.
A
And
whole handful.
and
Two
so club,
spades.
right, one right, one, two spades, like, you know what I'm saying? So
Got it.
how do you play the hand that you were dealt?
Um, really, like I said, the only thing I really do is take it day by day.
Hmm.
That's really it. Because if I start planning stuff, it's not gonna go right. I might can do like a roundabout. This is how I want things to go. But as far as trying to put things in order, because with my family dynamic, it's like it's all over the place right now,
Mm.
and I'm okay with that.
Mm.
I like it like that actually. It's never boring.
Right.
Never boring.
Never a dull moment.
Always never.
Right.
Always something going on. Like when stuff starts calming down, that's when I really look around. Like, okay, something's not right.
Right. Right.
But like that's really the only thing I do is take it day by day, and I really wake up. I used to wake up mad, like
Mm.
here we go again, over the same day, same stuff, different day. But now I wake up like I'm just happy to wake up, like just happy to see the kids. I'm just happy. Somebody gonna be crying. I'm happy they're crying. Like
Mm.
somebody doesn't want to go to school. I'm just happy you here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I don't even do that whole like how I was raised, perfect attendance, perfect grades. You got to go to college, do the that structure. I don't do that. If Jaden doesn't want to go to school, what's your reason? You need a mental health day. Okay, you can stay
Mm.
home. Because Jaden is really the only child that I have that really is still grieving like horribly
Mm.
over my mom. Like even at school, like if something triggers him at school, he'll cry, and then the
Oh.
counselor will call me. Yeah.
Oh.
So if he doesn't want to go to school, I don't force him because I know that he loves school.
Mhm.
So if it's a reason he doesn't want to go, it's legitimate, like it's a real reason.
Mhm.
He ain't on the A honor roll, he ain't on the B honor roll, but he's passing
Mhm.
and he's mentally getting better. Like it's
Mhm.
not as hard on him. Yeah, it's been what 2 years, but I don't really hold that as like, oh, you should be better
Mhm.
because he's a child. So
Wait, it's been
it
2
is what it
years
is.
since when? Since what?
Since my mom passed, she died in
Wow.
December 2021.
Wow. And then how old is Jaden?
He's 11.
Wow. So he was not so 9 when she
Yeah,
passed.
yeah,
Wow. Yeah, that can definitely be hard. I mean, if you really think
yeah,
about it, like us as an adult, like
yeah.
if we have our moments or our days, especially when it comes to grief, like, you know what I'm saying, if we have our moments in our days where we're just like, I'm just not feeling it today, I'm not feeling it today.
Yep.
If we're having issues, or um if it's challenging for us to control those emotions, or
Hmm.
to really accept the loss, like how do we expect a child
A
to,
child.
yeah, a child to
And
do that?
one of the dumbest things that was told to me, and I forgot who told me this, but the dumbest thing that somebody could have ever told me was, oh, they're children, they're much more resilient, they can handle it better. and get over it
I
better.
hear that a lot.
And I'm
Mhm.
like, no, children don't handle it and get over anything. That's why you have adults that have childhood traumas because
Come
they
on,
package it,
yeah.
they bundle it up, and try to handle it as adults. And sometimes that leads to drugs. Like, you just never
Big
know.
facts. Right.
But yeah, that was one of the misconceptions I had for maybe the first year was because they didn't cry. Like Jaden, he didn't cry.
Mm.
He didn't cry when my mom passed. He didn't show any kind of what I would call
Right.
emotion.
Like normal, quote unquote. What you're
Normal
how
emotion.
you're supposed to respond. Right. Mhm.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. And yeah, I just wish that someone would have told me to look for other things, or still sit down with that child and talk to them, because just because they're acting okay, it's like a fire going on inside. So
Absolutely. Because they don't know what to do with it. They don't know
exactly,
how to they don't know how
exactly,
to. And then to
exactly.
piggyback off of even what you said, like that's how you get adults who they're not as resilient. It's just because that's how you get adults with childhood traumas, and that's because of how we were raised. Like,
Mhm.
even with, when it comes to emotions, it's like, oh, you're fine. Like, it's that you don't have a right to be tired. All you do is go to school. Or what you
Mhm.
sad about, you don't got to pay no bills. Or, what I'm saying, they make it
Exactly.
seem like if it's not the normal adult crisis or circumstances or day-to-day issues,
Mhm.
then they don't have. Kids have emotions too. Kids deal with things
Yeah.
too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you can't just brush it off and make them feel like, so being that, so we were not taught how to channel those emotions.
At
So
all.
so that's why we all jacked up. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't taught how to channel those emotions. So when
Yeah.
it comes to our kids, I also agree. I think that we definitely have to take a different route where we help them to channel. It's okay if you're upset. It's okay, like you said, if you need a mental day. It's
Mhm.
okay if it's okay, because otherwise
Mhm.
there if it's going to be the same circle, the same thing going over and over again. Like every generation, like they're going to be dealing with all these emotions, don't know how to handle it, and the next thing you know, you got a full grown adult that still don't know how to handle these emotions. So
Just
they
stop.
lashing
Yeah.
out, or they stealing, or
Just
they doing drugs, or they doing whatever the case may be, because they don't know, they weren't
yeah.
taught how to do
Can't
it,
keep a
handle
relationship or
it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
So
absolutely. So
that's what I'm trying to break. That's
yeah, I feel you.
the what you call it, the family, what is it, family curse
The
or
family
whatever, that I'm
curse.
trying to
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we have to also realize that our life our life circumstances are temporary. So it doesn't mean that it's a life sentence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, life sentence is like you're like that's life sentence. Your life is over. Like, it's a death sentence. You know what I mean? That's not what it
Right.
is. Like, your circumstances is just temporary. But like you also said before, you can't put a time on it. You know what I mean? So even though your mom's been passed, for 2 years, you can't say, "Oh, now I'm supposed to be better. Now my kids are supposed to be better." You can't just assume that. It may take somebody 2 years. It may take somebody 20 years. It may take somebody 50 years. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It just depends on the person. It depends on so many different things and aspects play into
Mhm.
how they're going to, what I'm saying, how long it's going to take them. But we can't say,
Yeah.
put a time on it and say this is what, but we can say it is only temporary. You know what I'm saying? Like, your
Right.
circumstance is only temporary, but don't try to rush through it. I think that's where we get mixed up too, and get messed up, and how we mess ourselves up, because we
Mhm.
feel, because the world is saying, you know what I'm saying, by
Yeah.
this time we should
Yep.
be married, by this
You
time we
should
should
be.
have
Yep.
kids, by this time we should have a career. No, like,
Mhm.
everybody's path is different. Everybody's path is
Yep.
different. So
Yep.
so you talked about your son and him dealing with the grief. So how, as a mother, how does that affect your day to day? Like, how does that affect you mentally? Like, how does that affect you? Because not only are you dealing with your own grief, but now you see your child hurting. So like
Yeah.
how do you handle that?
I try to be more open with him because a part of him not opening up was that he was scared. Like I would be crying, like if it was a trigger in the house, like oh if he mentioned or someone mentioned, well, Mima, she liked this or something, I would just
Mhm.
explode. And so
Yeah.
it turned into them not even wanting to mention her name around
Mention.
me.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's how he started bottling because he didn't want to talk about it around me because I was nothing. Like I was literally a puddle on the floor getting ran over. Like
Right.
done.
Absolutely. Which is understandable. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So I had to, I won't say get thick skin, but I had to like sort of let him know that it's okay to cry. It's okay to be like it's okay. It's natural. You're human. Like it's okay to have every single emotion. It's okay.
Mhm.
And so that's really what we do day to day. Just okay. Well, Corey's mad. That's okay. Why is she mad? Not oh she shouldn't be mad. So that's what we do around here. We just try to regulate in
Yeah.
the chaos.
Big facts, right? In the midst of all the chaotic
Yeah.
of everything that's going on. Like, yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Yeah. So you're taking it day by day. You're taking it day by day and so you're helping your oldest son with a new baby and then you're helping your is Jaden middle? How old is Jaden? Jaden
He's
is
the
11.
second oldest.
He's the second.
He's the
Oh, he's
second
the second
oldest.
oldest.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Mhm.
you're helping your second oldest deal with his emotions and his grief,
Mhm.
and then you're working, and then you have your own business, um, and then how old are your two youngest ones?
Mackenzie is 9 and Corey is 3.
9 and 3. Okay. So when it comes to your day-to-day routine, like because some women they feel like keeping busy I know you said that you don't have a routine, but I know that some women they're like, okay, if I could just keep busy, if I could just, I know I went through that phase. Like I gotta be doing something. Like I can't just be
Mm-hmm.
sitting because when you sit, then it's like thoughts just be rolling. So so some like have to be busy. So do you feel like you have to stay busy when you're balancing all of this? Like you have to, because I know you said that you like the chaotic. You like the fact that your house is not not
Mm-hmm.
boring and not there's never a dull moment.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you like shift from one thing to the other? Do you like the busyness? Do you have the time for yourself to decompress? Do you feel like it's
Mm-hmm.
needed to decompress? Like,
What I do, what I need, because first of all, I'm an only child, so I'm not used to none of this that's going on. Like, I'm used to me in my room with my baby dolls and my TV. Just
right.
um. So what I do, and it is needed. Like I have to sometimes get moments by myself in order to feel sane. So I come in my room, I close my door, I lock it. Who's crying is crying. What's dirty is dirty. Like I don't even care. I'll deal with it tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's really how I handle it because they're all of them are at an age now where I can do that.
Hmm.
Um, but that's really how I handle it. Sometimes I'll duck off. It might be for an hour. It might be for the rest of the night.
Mm.
But sometimes I duck off and I just let them literally destroy the house. That's really what they do. That's really all they do.
Right. So basically what you're saying, it is okay to put things on hold.
Hmm.
It doesn't have
Oh
to be
yeah.
done
Oh
right
yeah.
then and there. It doesn't have to be, it's okay to
Mhm.
let your house get
Oh
a
yeah.
total wreck and just
Yeah.
deal with it the next day. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I have one room, well, two rooms that I really focus on cleaning every single day. That's my living room and my kitchen. Other than that, if I don't have the energy
Mhm.
or the mental capacity, oh well.
Right.
Oh well. Like they're clean, the kids are clean. That's how.
Right. Right. They smell good. They look good.
We walk, we walk out of here and look like nothing's even wrong, like the Brady Bunch. We walk,
Right.
like, no problem.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I know one thing that you said really blessed me because that's one thing that I think all women need to take away from it because and I think and it's not just women either, like, but it's mostly women because we have, our thoughts just be all over the place, but um we have the tendency to see everything that's going wrong
Mm-hmm.
instead of everything that is right. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I know you mentioned before, and you were like, that you used to wake up mad, like, dang, here we go again. Like, you still here? Like, you ain't go nowhere yet.
Yeah,
It ain't 18 years yet. Like,
right.
you know what I
For
mean?
real.
But you know what I'm saying? So but it seems like even though you're still dealing with everything that you're dealing with, because of the small little thing that you did that ended up being a big thing, which was instead of waking up mad, you made the conscious decision, I'm going to wake up every day and see every blessing that I have. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have, like, we're living, you're here, we're breathing, you know what I'm saying? Like every single, like, we're waking up in our own home, like, you know what I mean? So you're looking at every single blessing, because sometimes it's because, and I even say it from myself, because sometimes it's hard to do that when you feel like everything is on top of you and everything is, it really looks like everything is just going wrong, like everything is like, can something else go wrong today, like, you know what I mean? But just making that small decision of shifting your mindset. Okay, yeah, I can dwell on the negative, I can dwell on everything that's going wrong, but nope, I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to think about it this way. I'm going to look at it this way. Just from what you're saying and the things that and how you're talking and how you're, how you're moving, it's that small decision. It's almost like it shifted your whole everything, your whole being. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, if that makes
Whole
sense.
dynamic
Like,
of everything.
yeah, your whole
Yep.
thing, you know what I'm saying? Because if I wake up mad, then I'm gonna walk through the day. I may look mad. I may, like,
Mad. Mm-hmm.
it's just like everything looks mad.
Yep. Every single thing. Just why is this like this?
Right, right, exactly, exactly. But when you shifted it, it seems like, so how much, so even though you're still dealing with everything that you're dealing with, how big of a difference just that one decision of changing your mindset when you wake up, how big of a difference did that make?
For me, it made a big difference because now it's like I take things, I see things differently, and I take things differently. So, like for the girls, Mackenzie and Corey, Mackenzie's the first one up. I know I have to get up at 6:30. I have to wake her up at 6:30 in order for her to be out the door by 7:20.
Hmm.
She's going to take 20 minutes of doing nothing. Before I was down her back. Get up, brush your teeth, wash your face. Just now. No, no. I'm going to wake you up extra early, and I'm okay with it. And you can take your time, and you can spend 15, which really what she does is spend 15 minutes in her closet sitting on the ground. If that's what you need to do
I'm
to
gonna
be
say, look,
successful,
she like, I'm struggling, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying?
like for
Just
real,
give
like
me a
she's
minute.
like
Just give me a minute, Ma. Just give me a minute.
without saying it, right?
Right.
Like without being disrespectful, girl, get off
Right,
me.
right, right.
So I learned, like, I'm just gonna give you because we can really wake up at 6:45, but no, I'm gonna give you a 15. So my alarm clock goes off at 6:30. I wake her up. I get back in the bed at 6:45. I get up and make sure that she is finally ready to
And
start
moving.
getting dressed,
Mhm.
and that's what we do. And Jaden, oh my God, I don't have to wake him up. I don't even have to. His alarm clock go off. Jaden, he knows he has to be at my door at with 8:30 because his school starts at 9. So he knows and he is every morning like clockwork at the door downstairs getting ready to walk to the bus stop 8:30 every day. I don't have a problem.
Isn't it
Corey
crazy
just doesn't
how
understand.
different kids, you know what I'm saying? Like they all came from one body, but they all have their different
Yeah,
personalities and
they're
different
different
everything.
things.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yep. And
crazy.
you can't put them in a box. Like you would think
Absolutely.
that what's good for one is good, but you can't. Once I
Yep.
learned, like, I can't make who you are is who you are. That's who you are. You know,
Mhm.
like
Right.
as long as you're okay
Right.
and she's okay needing the extra 15 and she's okay with waking up early, which I don't even think she knows she wakes up early. Like she doesn't care.
Right.
Like she
Right.
doesn't care. She just knows she needs that 15. I don't care. I'll give it to her.
I know that's right. I don't, you go on get you got it. We have kids like that too. Like you got your one that they on it. The other one's just like, look, I'm just not feeling it
Hmm.
today. Yeah, I feel
Hmm.
you. I feel you. So in a nutshell, because I've heard you say a lot throughout this whole episode, it is okay. You
It
said
is
it is
okay.
okay. Like, so it's like everything that you said, like, it is okay. Like, it is okay
Hmm.
that my house is trashed. It is okay
Hmm.
that we are running late. It is okay that you don't want to go to school today. It is okay. So everything is just, it is okay. It is okay that, I may not have enough money today, but I know it's going to come, but it is okay. Like,
It's okay.
so,
Literally, it is okay. Once I started thinking, like once I embedded that in my mind, like just relax some,
mm-hmm,
I promise you, I started living.
mm,
I gotta tell you this story. I was out Saturday, and one of my friends, well, it's one of my friends' ex-boyfriend. We ran into him in the club. And he was like, y'all, he had his phone up and he was like, y'all tell me happy birthday. And so me don't know his birthday from nobody's birthday. I said, oh, happy birthday. And my cousin, well, it was me, but she looked at me, she was like, it's not his birthday. He's a Gemini. And I'm like, oh, it's not your birthday? He's like, it is. It's my birthday. I want it to be my birthday. So it's my birthday. And I really thought, I really was in the club like having like an epiphany, like, you know what? If that man wanted to be his birthday, and he wants me to tell him happy birthday, if he wants to be delusional, like if we already have to look at a man who identifies as a woman and call her a woman and
come
be
on now.
delusional with them, I'm just gonna be
We
happy
gonna just flow
birthday.
with life. Everybody just flowing with life. Throw your hands up.
We just gonna go with it. We just gonna go with it. Like if I have to call a man a woman because that's how they identify, then if he wants to be a year older today, if you want
Who
to
are you?
identify
Who
as
are you
35,
to tell that man that it's not his birthday?
who am I?
Right.
I will never, because I might not see him on his birthday. So you know what? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We gonna turn up. Let's go.
Let's go.
I love that. Big facts. I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. That is funny. Like, look, it is what it is. Like, who am I to tell you? Like, go on about your business. You do you, boo boo.
Just go ahead. I mean, all on the mic. It's my birthday. It's happy birthday. This is his birthday party. Even though his birthday is in June, you know, it's something. If
That
for
is
some reason he
funny.
wanted to, for real, it was very funny. But once you sit back and think about it, it's like I'll just be delusional too. I mean,
Right,
everybody else,
right, right,
is,
right.
like I can just be delusional with them.
I know that she's not just be delusional. I know that. But then, and that's the funny side of it. But then if you look at it on the serious side, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he like was having a bad day and that was his method of getting out of his funk? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he was, he's having a bad day, he wasn't, we didn't know what he went through that day. You didn't know what he was going through mentally. But he said, but one of his tips and one of his tactics was just pretend it's your birthday. And
Just
everybody
pretend it's
happy on their
my birthday.
birthday. So pretend it's your birthday and
Everybody.
you good. That's his tip.
Everybody. And I went a step further. What if last year he didn't celebrate? What if he couldn't celebrate?
Yeah,
What if
absolutely. Yeah.
2024 he doesn't? God forbid. But what if 2024 he doesn't
Right,
see it?
right.
So
Absolutely.
you know, It's a reason. It's a reason behind everything.
Exactly. It is. It is. It is. And we may not understand the reason, and we may not can't see the reason, but there's a reason there. It's
It's
there.
a reason. Hmm.
Okay. Well, um, I just want to give you the time now to give a piece of advice to another you. There's another
Ooh.
you out there somewhere. She your twin, same birthday, 4 kids, same ages, everything, identical twins. Give a
Mm.
piece of advice and talk to yourself. What would you say?
I would say start sooner. Like everything, I feel like everything that I'm doing right now, if I would have done it 10 years ago, I would be in a better headspace, in a better position.
Mm,
If I would have actually just sat back and not followed society's standards and, if I would have done things sort of kind of my way, more of my way without trying to worry about how somebody else views me or how anyone felt about it. If I would have just spoke my mind and just been me from the beginning, I'd have been okay.
yeah.
Probably would have been in jail, but I would have been okay.
Right. I feel you though, because I be saying that about myself too. Though I feel like if I can agree, I can 100% agree. Like
Hmm.
because now I'm a little bit more open and with my mouth and like and not disrespectfully or
Right.
rude, but my opinion and how I feel about my family dynamics, what I want for my family, what we want for our children, the all of that, that's what I want.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And that
Hmm.
is okay. Like there's that's
Hmm.
okay again. That is
Hmm.
that is okay. You know what I mean? But back then, especially growing up, it was hard. It was hard to have that mindset. We love our
Hmm.
parents, but I feel like they messed us up a little bit. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna say a lot of it,
She said a lot of
a
bit.
lot of a lot of it.
Mentally, they messed up a little bit. Like they didn't prepare us very well.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And then you know what else I thought? So my mom lost her mom when she was about, I'm gonna say her 50s, maybe early 40s.
Mm.
Um, and even though she had a longer time than I did with my mom, I still can look back and see where she was still grieving up until she passed.
Wow.
So it's yeah, so it's like now that I'm in that position and I see that it was some days where she was just like, "What child, girl?" Like like whatever with me. And it's
Hmm.
like at first I was upset when I was younger. I
Yeah.
was like, my mom didn't do this and this. She could have done this. She was struggling mentally just the same way as you about to struggle mentally,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And with the whole everything that surrounded my grandmother's death, I think just took such a huge toll that she never talked about. I never understood. And then you have to put that on top of the grief of losing your mom. So I forgave her. I
Mm.
forgave her. It's nothing now that no one can tell me that, oh, she could have done better. She
Hmm.
did the best that she could.
Absolutely. Mm.
Yeah.
That's important. That's important.
Hmm.
Yeah. And now you're in the predicament where you can just do the best that you can do
Yep.
day by day.
Yep.
And that's crazy because that's that cycle that we were talking about because you said that her mom and
Hmm.
how she dealt with it mentally, and then now you losing your mom and how you're dealing with it mentally. But the
Hmm.
important part of what you said was that that's one of those generational curses that you are going to break, not trying to break, but
Yep.
going to break, because
Yep.
that's one of those generational curses. That's one of those cycles that keep going, because she probably didn't know how to deal with the emotions either because how she was raised and how she, you know what I mean? It just trickled all on down. So,
Yeah.
well, from what I can see in here, you're doing a fabulous job, honey. You're doing a fabulous job.
Thank you.
You're doing a fabulous job. That is awesome.
Thank
Well,
you.
I do appreciate you. Tell the people, because you do have a business, tell the people what your business is, how they can reach you, um, whether it's social media, whatever. Tell them about all of that.
So I have a photo booth business. It's called Red Carpet Photo Booth Events. I have a 360 and I have a selfie booth. Um, yeah, so I am on Facebook as Red Carpet Photo Booth Events, Instagram, Red Carpet Photo Booth Events, TikTok, Red Carpet Photo Booth Events. And yeah, that's how you can reach me.
Do you travel?
Yes, I'm based in Charlotte, but I have been to Virginia, I have been to Tennessee, and I've been to Atlanta, well, Georgia, Alabama. So yeah, I travel.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
pack
I'm
that
gonna
thing
have
up
to.
in that Jeep and be gone. And my honey is a DJ, so we have a package. You book both of us together. We turn your party out. People love it. Yeah, it's a vibe.
I I may have to. I may be reaching out to you, girl. I got something coming
Please
up
do.
this year, so I may be reaching out to you. Because I need actually
Please do.
both. I need both DJ and
Mhm.
photo. I was thinking about that 360 because that's the big
Mhm.
thing now. So
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna be in touch.
Please do.
Well, I do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This was so amazing, so awesome. I really appreciate you. I pray that it blessed you as much as it blessed me and how much it's going to bless the people. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with little old me. And you just keep queening it, girl. Keep doing what you
You
do
too,
because
girl.
you're doing a great job. Keep doing it.
You too, girl. Thank you so much.